Now, just a couple of days ago, when I was at our usual testing spot with our tester who was testing a new bike, and on test Bajaj Pulsar N250 rolled up and parked a little down the road. Now, normally I wouldn't have paid much attention to it because it wasn't running a camouflage, but something still seemed a little suspicious. Now, when I went closer to the bike, I noticed that the engine seemed to be a bit different, and then I noticed that there was no upswept exhaust. This wasn't the N250. This was something different. This was the N160. So when I first saw the bike, it looked identical to the N250 in every manner. It had the same alien face LED headlight, same infinity display info cluster, and the Street Fighter bodywork. And even the graphics on the bike were the same. The only thing missing on it was the N250 sticker. And then I took a closer look at the engine. So, like I said, it was an underbelly exhaust present there. The cylinder head appeared to be smaller, and there was no oil cooler. So this motor definitely seemed derived of the one that you find on the N250, but it was a little smaller. But we expect it to retain the N250's torquey, street-friendly characteristics in this smaller avatar. More so, the bike was making use of the same chassis as the N250, but it was running on slimmer tires, especially the rear, which was a 130/70 section tire. And even though it had disc brakes at both ends with ABS rings, we still think that it will run a single channel ABS unit with RLM, kinda like similar that you find on the N250. So this N160 will coexist with the NS160, just like the Pulsar N250 does with the NS200. The NS series of bikes are the more performance-oriented range of products, with their peaky power delivery, and even the perimeter chassis does lend itself to be sportier than the regular Pulsars. Plus, there is another reason why the N160 is needed, but I will get to that after letting you know about another new Pulsar. A 150 and a 160. You might be thinking, what's the logic there? So the N160 that we've been talking about so far, that is going to be the more performance-oriented and feature-packed alternative. And that means it's going to cost a fair bit more than your typical 150cc bike. What remains to be seen is whether the 150 gets the N prefix or not, but the Pulsar 150 is surely going to be affordable and convenient. So you don't get the LED headlamp, you get a projector headlight here, you don't get LED turn indicators, you get bulbs here, and even the pillion grab handle is fairly commuterish. Now the motor on this Pulsar will also be derived from the N250, but it will be tuned to offer a more frugal ride. It won't be as powerful or as torquey as the N160. Also, the bike that was spotted was running with different wheels when compared to the N160. And perhaps it was even having slimmer tires. Now it is likely that Bajaj will skimp on offering a rear disc brake as standard. The extra braking hardware could possibly be offered as a variant. But needless to say, single channel ABS will be standard here as well. Like every Bajaj product, the pricing of the N160 and the 150 is surely going to be competitive. It is likely that the 150 will arrive at the same price tag as its existing model, which is around Rs 1.1 lakh ex-showroom. By doing so, Bajaj will still be able to cater to the 150cc segment and spruce up the appeal of its trusty workhorse. Not like Yamaha, who did the FZ dirty. The N160 will undercut the NS160 and will have a price tag that's on par with the TVS Apache RTR 164V and the Hero Extreme 160R. So somewhere around the Rs 1.2 lakh mark. And that's why the N160 is important. Now both of these motorcycles are expected to launch in a couple of months' time simultaneously, or it could just be that the N160 kickstarts the party and the 150 joins in later. So what happens to the Pulsar 180 then? Well, we have a separate video covering that pretty soon, and you will be the first to know if you've hit the bell notification icon. And if you too are excited about these new Pulsars, smash that like button and share it with your fellow Pulsar maniacs. And until next time, thank you for watching.